Alright, in this video I'm going to talk about a lot of the BBRY plans that I posted for the BBRY board power trigger trade here. This is something I did to help the BBRY board. Let's click on this chart. So I'm going to click on it, open it up. And this one was posted on August the 12th. And of course, I've talked about what this stock needed to do. I've explained, a lot of the facts. Every time I post something, I posted the facts. Honestly, for years since 2013, I've called, when it would be a good time to go long. But I've also explained to the BBRY board that BlackBerry would not be a good long-term investment unless it closed above some of my key numbers. And do you want to know something? Since 2013, BlackBerry has not been able to do that. Okay, and I explained that I want to see the stock become a good stock again. But you know what? The problem is the volume. And I used to make a lot of videos, so I want to just do a special video for the BlackBerry board. So here's BlackBerry, okay, people. And you can see that I can tell you from experience that in 2015, people were expecting bigger things for BlackBerry, and this could not confirm, and this went lower. I've made so many, honestly, people. I made so many videos and so many plans on the BBRY board, but I haven't made a video in a long time, and I wanted to make a video back to the roots, because I can tell you from experience, if we go to a weekly chart. Now you know what? Let's go back. I don't want to use this particular screen here. We're going to go to a weekly chart of BlackBerry. And since 2013, right, this had this run up. It was really good back in 2012. But if we look at this particular weekly chart, there's been problems for the longest time. And if you can see here, first of all, let me explain you people that when you have volume like this, you can see, look at, yes, but usually, to be honest with you, when stocks have a chance to go higher, it's always accompanied by large volume. And this, on a weekly, you can see that the volume is dried up so much. And we have to still get above key levels. There are some other key levels that I mentioned years ago, and I talked about years ago. I've warned in 2014, 2015 that this wouldn't be a good long-term investment stock. And if you ask yourself, if you were investing in the stock, even if you were holding the stock back in 2014, the stock is lower, right? And if you were a long-term investor back in here thinking that BlackBerry was cheap, it's lower. Until it becomes clear, be honest with you, if you have to wait for proof and BlackBerry has to be in the $9 to $10 zone, doing it properly, then that's when you want to invest into BBRY. Okay, as a long-term investor. I'm going to put that back to daily here. Okay, people. So I've been making plans. Let's go to power trigger trade, people. It's wrong. I suggest you, if you have been making money in BlackBerry, you should look to become a special follower on Power Trigger Trade, right? Now, Power Trigger Trade, you can follow me on Power Trigger Trade, but the best thing to do is to go to Power Trigger Trade on Twitter. Okay. See this video and become a serious follower. You don't need to take the trades, but if you watch a lot of my option trades, when they trigger properly with volume, they make my followers 100% gains on a minimum level. Sometimes they're small gains, but at least 100%. It could be a lot larger, 2, 3, 400, 500%. But we wait for the triggers. It doesn't have to be every day. Trading isn't about trading every day, but more waiting for the really good opportunities. So I like to be able to I like to go in things that can make me 2, 3, 400% when they trigger. Okay, that's the key. So check me out on that. I'm also on YouTube as well. Let me press pause here. Yeah, I'm also on YouTube as well. But honestly, to see all my plans, I mean, you can see them. Like if you follow Power Trigger Trade, like for example, I made the you see, this is a plan I posted, the ENDP. You can check out the plan by clicking on the chart, and then you click on it again, and there's a big, and it blows up. This is a stock that has a potential. This is a bottom reversal plan. As you can see, we have the volume. These are the kind of stocks that I focus on, bottom plays. It's follow along, see how it goes. We'll see what happens if it triggers. But I posted many plans like EXL. Let's take a look at this EXL, people. So BlackBerry EXL. So take a look at this EXL plan. And I post this August the 14th. Now, if you go take a look at an EXL chart, let's go to the EXL. You can see here's the plan. This triggered a little higher, but this was profitable. Like if you were to hold something like EXL as a share, as an investor, you made money a lot faster than by holding BlackBerry. So this is just advice. So here's BBRY. I mean EX. Just give me a sec here. So here's a chart of EXEL. As you can see, this stock is done very well since it triggered. This would probably, even if you had entered here on this day here, which is even clearer. You see, you have the volume and everything. You have a different picture, people, and these what make money. And I know how to identify this stuff. As you can see, on the BlackBerry board, I mean, on this plan that I posted, this is August the 12th, right? So if we go to the charts, right? I posted this August the 12th, which is right here, based on this close, and it took a while to trigger, but we triggered here. You had to pay up a bit more. And I said this is a buy the shares. And you're up a lot more holding EXEL than you would be holding a BlackBerry. So you don't want to be holding too much of BlackBerry when it's really not in a trending stock, right? I identified this as a low price stock just as an example to the BlackBerry board as well. You can check me out. I do post plans. Like, by the way, people, let's go to Power Trigger Trade. So you can see here, I posted this plan, ENDP. Now, this has to trigger, by the way, people. This has to trigger, but I think it's something that can make a nice 5 to 7 point move. And you know what? For some people who want to invest, that's going to be a lot more money than you'd be making in BlackBerry. When BlackBerry is good, I will tell you, the BlackBerry board, I will let you know, because I'm also a good long-term investor as well. But I do a lot more of the option trades. But a lot of my trades, when they trigger, I have a high win rate. And you know what? The only way you're going to realize that is by really being a serious follower. Because if you're serious about the market, you want to follow me on a daily basis. So there you have, people. If you have any questions, send me a message. But I'd like you to become a follower. The best thing for you to do is become a serious follower. Go to Power Trigger Trade, Stock Twits. Click on that video, listen to the video. When you're ready, I advise you study my streams, see what I post, see the ones I post from Power Plan Trades. There's things I post exclusively to my serious followers. If you want to see all my plans, become a serious follower. I'm also on YouTube. I created a new YouTube video. Power Trigger Trade. I have some amazing stories. I have an investor who invested $30K to work one-on-one when you become another Power Trigger Trade. And there's a reason for it. There's a lot of trust. I have no website, people, but there's a lot of trust. And I'm trying to do a lot of good helping a lot of people. And it's free to be a follower. It's free. I want my followers to make money. Okay, you don't need to take any of the trades, but you want to follow, and when you're ready, you're going to want to take the trades. You want to know why? Because I build trust with my followers. That's why the follower invested $30K with me, because he trusted me. There's no website, there's no strings attached, no nothing. This guy, he trusted me that much. You got to check out that story. You can listen about it over here. Thanks for listening. Like the video.